Let's see. I hope it's working. Let me check the YouTube. I'm gonna see. I hope it is. Oh, here we are, baby. Okay, it's 10 seconds behind. But hello, you guys. Welcome. My name is Leslie Ivy. I'm so excited you guys are here. We are going to go through, talk about a lot of things today, but we titled this the Glowup Blueprint. It's like a skincare workshop, lots of education, and then just sharing some of our favorites with you guys. So my background is in nursing. I also have a bachelor's degree in biology and psychology, but I have been a skincare girl for a while, but what I did not care about, honestly, was what went in my products. So, what is EWG verified? That's kind of the kick that I've been on. I've seen non toxic brands, non toxic products, clean products, but the term clean is not a regulated term in the US. If you see a product on the Target shelf or on TikTok shop, any brand can say we are clean. It's just defined by their standards. Like maybe they just don't use parabens, sulfates, or phthalates. They can market themselves as clean based on their own internal standards, which doesn't automatically make it bad. It just means that the standards are self-defined by that brand. So these are some brands that I have personally used and absolutely loved. However, when I looked at the Healthy Living app, and I have it up here in the top left corner, when I downloaded the Healthy Living app and I started scanning and going through products, the EWG scale, verified scale, is on a scale of EWG verified, which is the best, and 10, which is the worst. So these are some of the brands that I used, and I encourage you to download that app, take a look around, type in some of your products that you're using, some of the things that you love, and see where they rate on that scale. And if you have questions about the app, just let me know, and I would be more than happy to run you guys through that as well. And what is EWG verified? So compare that to what is EWG verified. It's the Environmental Working Group. They are an independent third party. They're non-for-profit, and they review products for ingredient safety. There's full transparency. They don't benefit from promoting one brand versus the other. There's no hidden loopholes, and they have stricter safety thresholds than what the US requires. And I'll share all of that with you guys as well. But EWG is not self-awarded. It has to be earned. You submit your product. They review all of the ingredients that are in there. You have to have full disclosure. And then when you know better, you do better. So download that Healthy Living app and go through some of your products that you have on your shelf, some of the products that you've been looking into trying and buying. And it's an ongoing compliance, which means you have to resubmit, get re-verified. It's not a one and done. If anything changes in your product ingredient list, you have to resubmit to the Environmental Working Group. So let's talk medical grade results, especially with the youth skincare without the toxic ingredients. So the United States only requires 11 ingredients to be banned or restricted in their beauty products, their skincare, their body care. Only 11 ingredients. Canada, which we know that Canada, they're a step above, okay, right? They require 500 restricted or prohibited ingredients in their skincare and body care. When you're on social media, when you're looking at people who say European grade, this is European standards, they do ban 1,300 ingredients in their beauty products. However, here's where this shifts. The youth skincare line bans will not include over 2,500 ingredients in their skincare, in their beauty products. It's not about fear, because I feel like sometimes when you're talking education and science and things like that, people get scared, they get discouraged, they feel guilty, and they just ignore it altogether. It's just about elevating your standards. One step at a time, look at what you're using and take into consideration what you're putting on your body, because what we're putting on our body is being absorbed. But once you understand the gap, you choose differently. This QR code on the right side is a clinical study that I just made a QR code for, but it's a PubMed study that shows when you ban parabens and phthalates from your body care, your skincare products, it can contribute to turning off the BRCA gene. So screenshot this slide, share it, save it, send it to a friend. And lots of brands and products do ban parabens and phthalates because of studies like this. But when we elevate our standards, look at how just banning parabens and phthalates can affect your health and then look at what banning 2,500 plus ingredients can do to affect your health as well. So I'm going to pass this over to Jenna. I'm going to bring her up on screen, and she's going to talk about why Shaklee, the youth, and all of the things. Okay.
Hi, guys. All right. So why Shaklee? All right. So youth did a clinical study, and in a clinical study, 100% of women had younger looking skin. I've noticed that mine is looking younger. 2 out of 3 shifted their skin age into a younger decade. So our youth line is proven to reduce aging, reverse aging by a decade. Like, that is insane. So why Shaklee? Reverse aging, hyperpigmentation. These are all things that I have struggled with. Hyperpigmentation, texture, elasticity, pore size, tone, wrinkles, fine lines, and plumpness. I have noticed all of these changes to my skin. It has been a game changer. I have been using this line for over a year now. So when you choose Shaklee, you are seriously choosing the best, okay? And I'm going to share a little bit about my story and why I chose and I choose every day non-toxic skincare, but also non-toxic living, right? That is why we love Shaklee. So for me, my perspective really changed for a few different reasons. In 2015, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma cancer, which is skin cancer. It's a very rare form of cancer. She had it on the mucous membrane, and she was diagnosed with it in 2011, and in 2015, it came back. And she unfortunately lost her battle within 6 months of being diagnosed. And I was 23 when she passed away. So that was a huge wake-up call for me and my health. And I didn't just look at skincare, but I was looking at what am I putting in my body? What am I putting around my house, right? My cleaning products, the candles I'm burning, the Glade plugins, like all of those things. And then something else that really made me take it to the next level with my skincare was when I was pregnant with our first daughter, I went to my dermatologist because I go every 6 months because of my family history. She was like, oh, you don't use CeraVe on your skin like that. There's something in it that can harm the baby. And I was like, well, if it can do that while I'm pregnant, why would I take it or use it when I'm not pregnant? So I really started looking to clean skincare, and I was not a skincare girly. So this was hard for me because I'm like, there's so many things out there, right? But I started going through infertility and pregnancy loss. We lost our daughter to a rare abnormality, and after that, I just was like Google and just looking up, right, all these endocrine disruptors, all these things that can affect our bodies, and skincare was, what you're putting on your skin, it's absorbing into your body. So that was a huge reason why I decided to change my entire skincare line over to Shaklee, because it really, really is important for me. And we went through multiple losses after our daughter, and now we do have our rainbow baby. So we are very lucky, but I had to change a lot of what I was putting on my body and in my body. So I want to share with you some of my routine, my whole routine. So this picture, like, it's crazy to me, but you can obviously see the difference in my skin, pore size, complexion, under my eyes, just like total transformation. Even my lips, my husband thought I had lip filler. I was like, I do not have lip filler. He's like, are you sure? He was like looking at me one day. I'm like, I swear, I don't have lip filler. So in the morning, I use my cleanser, then my skin toner. I love the super oxidant C serum. Like, it is amazing. It smells like oranges. I've been using that for a couple months now, and I've really noticed my complexion has even gotten more even. The under eye restoring treatment, which also help with the Italian dark circles under your eyes, the day cream, and then the BB cream, which is a tinted SPF 30 foundation, like not foundation, but moisturizer that I don't wear foundation anymore. Like, I put that on, put my mascara on, my youth mascara. It's also EWG-Verified, and I'm good to go. So I love that. It's super simple. Like I said, I'm not a makeup girly where I'm just sitting there doing my makeup for hours, but I still want to look good and I want to feel good. So simple. I know what I'm doing. It's there for me every single day. I'm in, I'm out. And then at nighttime, I love the erase. It helps with the, impurities, makeup, all that stuff that is on your face. You're getting all that off. I think Bailey shared with me the Neutrogena, there was like something that came up about having bacteria on the makeup remover pads. So that is literally when I switched and I ordered the erase. So I'm not using that anymore because who wants bacteria on their face? And then at nighttime, same thing. Gel cleanser, skin toner, the activating serum, which I just put on my face. I love it. The under eye treatment again, my night cream, and then my lip renew. And then also once a week, I'll do the Restore exfoliant. I have used multiple exfoliants. This is hands down the best one I've ever used. One of my girls, Jamie, she tells me every time she talks to me, I love that exfoliant. It is the best. So guys, if you need a good exfoliant, you want the Restore. All right. So that's a little bit about me and my journey. I think I'm passing it to Bailey.
Awesome. Hi, guys. I actually dropped something in the chat. And if you are on this call and you are not logged into YouTube and you don't have an account, you cannot see the comments. So that's just a little heads up. If you're not seeing any comments, there are a ton coming through, but I dropped something in there just to see who invited you to the call. And let's just do like a little reality check. What are you struggling with your skin? Either comment it if you are logged in or text it to the person that invited you, whether it was me, Jenna, Leslie, Lindsay, anybody else that is on our team. We would love to know what you're struggling with. So I am Bailey and I have been using Shackley since 2024, the end of like fall-ish of 2024. And I never jumped into the skincare until a couple months into Shackley when I realized that I was number one out of the skincare I was using from the drugstore, Walgreens, whatever you want to call it. And I needed something different that would help my skin because as in this picture, that was actually summer of 2023 on the left to now on the right. And that was 2020. Are we in 2026? 2026. So, I mean, that was just a couple weeks ago. So obviously I wasn't using Shackley skincare in 2023, but I wanted to show you kind of how much my skin has changed. And my story's a little bit different than Leslie and Jenna. And that's awesome because I actually started with our Pomifera line. I never jumped into the youth skincare. I actually just jumped into youth end of November of 2025. So right before Christmas is when I ordered like my skincare bundle and I jumped and I was like, okay, I'm just going to try to target the breakouts that I was having, especially during my period, like my PMS cycle type of breakouts, which is completely normal, but I was having more hormonal acne than normal in my life, like to my body. And so I was like, I'm going to jump into the youth skincare line. I'm going to try it out. And it is an investment. And I was trying to tell myself, like, you can just keep using Pomifera. Like it's a little bit cheaper. And so we'll kind of chat a little bit about the Pomifera line too. But something really popular with our ladies is the youth skincare regimen because it is to prevent, like it is an anti-aging preventative care for your skin. And you know, it matters what you're putting on your body, not just in your body and how you're treating it with wellness and routines, but also what type of skincare you are using and the ingredients. And so I, like I said, was with Pomifera, did that whole bundle for like an entire year. And I saw awesome results other than the acne was still coming back, if that makes sense. So that's why I was like, okay, I need something a little bit more targeted towards hormonal breakouts, acne in general, spots, things like that. I'm 27 and I actually had somebody say today, like, I don't need to prevent anything yet. And I'm over here like, girl, I'm ready to prevent. That way I don't have to start when I'm 40. That's just me though. So I jumped into youth. So my morning is kind of similar to Jenna's and Leslie's, but we all use different things, which is super cool. So I have some stuff Jenna doesn't have and vice versa. And so I go in with the gel cleanser and I want to just note that I started with the youth starter bundle. It's like 5 steps, I think, and it's like the base starter kit. So I highly regret not getting the bigger bundles. So, you know, next time when I need to restock, I'll probably jump to the bigger ones. But I got the most basic stuff. And sometimes that's the best way to start is just basic. But when we talk about all this stuff, it all comes bundled, which is super cool. So I go in with my gel cleanser in the morning, my skin toner. It kind of, you have your steps. Like it's not anything you have to figure out on your own because they're very just like streamlined. We've got the steps for you. You can follow them. It's very simple. And then I go in with the face and neck wand. So this month you can get the face and neck wand, which I don't know if we'll talk about that, but it's all over. Like you can go to our pages, you can see about it. You can, ask us, but you can get a face and neck wand or the eye wand for $20 with a $175 purchase, which is awesome. So you're basically getting extra with your youth skincare or even, Pomifera and the makeup. You're getting that with your purchase. So it's super cool. I go in with the wands. They have like a cool roller ball, which I love, and it just feels super good on your skin. I'm a big ice rolling girly, so I love anything to like touch my face in the mornings. And then I go in with my SPF cream. So I actually don't use the eye treatment, like the under eye treatment, and I don't use the Radiance C&E and the vitamin C serum. And so I go in with that SPF 30, which my BB cream also has the SPF in it as well. But some days I just want like a moisturizer and I don't have the day cream from the youth line because I'm out. So I just go in with that SPF. And then I go in with my makeup. So that's the 5-step makeup bundle. I go in with the BB cream, the tint, the tone, the mascara, and I don't have the lip oil right now, but that comes with the bundle. So it's a very easy 5-step makeup bundle. There's literally no way to mess it up. Like you just BB cream on, slap it on with a brush, or I use my hands. I know Jenna uses a beauty blender because I watch her put it on all the time. But I put a little bit on my hands or on the back of my hand. I rub it on and I'm good. And then I just go in with my blush, my contour, my bronzer, and then my mascara. And I'm like at the bottom of the tube of the mascara. And I started using a crappy mascara and it does not work as great. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. So I need to order some more. But my nighttime routine, same. Erase is such a staple. Like Jenna was saying, the Neutrogena wipes from Walmart, from any store, they found bacteria in them that could cause awful skin issues. And so I think they were actually recalled. And those wipes burned the living crap out of my face. I don't know how I ever use them, but raise your hand if you ever thought like, oh my God, I need like the worst burning, scrubbing, like it's working if it's burning my face off. That was me. Like I needed the Neutrogena scrub with the little beads in it. I needed to exfoliate every single day. I was literally ruining my skin. You do not want to open pores like that. Like I was, right? And I don't want things to burn my face. It doesn't mean it's working. It doesn't mean it's any better. And so I go in with the erase. I spray it on my face. I put my little headband on, my spa headband, because it makes me feel like I'm in the spa for 20 minutes doing my skincare every night. Mom life. And then, which we're giving away, so stay tuned. But you can put your spa headband on, do your erase. I rub it in real good on my face. And it literally takes your makeup off like butter. You're not going to have any residue. It doesn't like burn your eyes. It's so great. And you just need like 2 sprays and it's perfect. I wipe it with a skin towel. We're also giving those away. And they're so good because we don't want bacteria back on our face from a towel. And that's another thing I learned from an esthetician was you don't want to use washcloths. Like you're not cleaning them good enough, even in your laundry. You should be using a good skin towel. And then I go in with the toner or the cleanser, wash my face off, and then I go in with the toner on a little pad. And then I go in usually with the wands again at night, which is right after your toner step. You really can do it however you want, but there's a graphic and I kind of follow like the steps. And then my night cream and my lip renew because I love that stuff. I think I have like 4 of them. So that's kind of my routine. Like I said, I just the worse it feels on your skin doesn't mean it's working. And that goes with pretty much everything. So this is my routine and that's those are my staples. So I'm really excited to try out the other stuff too.
There we go. I'm unmuted. So I wanted to share a little bit about why I started switching to non-toxic skincare. Because just like Bailey said, I was a girl. If it burns, it's working. If it feels like it's scrubbing a layer off of my face every single night, it's working. I grew up with my mom and my grandma almost bullying me, but positive bullying me. Did you wash your face today? Did you do your skincare? But what we did not know. And what we didn't realize was what we were putting on our face, what we were putting on our skin mattered, the ingredients in there. My mom is this picture right here. She is 65 years old. And I hope I look like her when I'm 65. And then you'll see my grandmother. She passed away when she was 86 years old. She had cancer 4 times, breast cancer twice, lung cancer, and then pancreatic cancer. So when that happened and working in healthcare, I can't change everything about my environment. And like Jenna was saying, Bath and Body Works girly. I worked at Bath and Body Works. I had every single scented candle. I had every single lotion, every single body scrub, all of the things. And I was just slathering myself in it because that to me was taking care of me. But when I realized that what I put on my body goes inside of my body, that just like changed the game for me. This is my husband, Austin. We already know that we are going to be older parents. So it's not just preventative on the outside, it's decreasing the endocrine disruptors. It's decreasing all of the toxic things that I'm putting on my body because I want to be here for a good time and for a long time. But I'm going to run through some of my favorites. This is my blueprint. I have struggled my entire life with hyperpigmentation. Absolutely terrible breakouts. I used to just say it was hormonal acne, and it was just all of the time acne. You can screenshot it, you can zoom in on my face, because now I'm to the point of like, I am so proud of where my skin was and where it is now. But every single morning I use the gel cleanser and the skin toner. And something about the toner, it helps shrink your pores. It helps kind of get rid of all of that extra dirt that might be hidden on your face. So the first time you use the skin toner, use one of those little cotton pads and wipe your skin after you cleanse your skin and just look at it. And I promise you, you'll be so surprised of what else comes off of your face. It is gentle enough to use every single day. I use it morning and night. And then I go in with my skincare wands. I am a nurse in the ER. I have chronic RBF. My husband says that I look angry all of the time. So my forehead, it's not just treatment, but it's also prevention for the future. So the face and neck wand I love for my forehead, but also my neck and my jawline. I've lost 75 pounds now, and I just want to help with the loose skin, toning my neck. I know lots of people do Botox. So if you're a Botox girly, you can do this in between your sessions. And I don't know, whoever does Botox, let me know if you can get it on your neck, but I didn't think so. So the neck treatment, you want to treat your face like your neck. That is what my mom and grandmother always told me. Your face, your neck, and the back of your hands. I will go in with the Super Oxidant C Serum after that, just to help with brightness and tone even more. And then I use the day cream. At night, it's the same. I do the wands up into the Youth Activating Serum, and that is an encapsulated retinol that you can use. And some of the retinols that I've used have absolutely burned my skin off. Absolutely burn my skin off. But this is safe enough to use every single night, and it doesn't burn my skin. I don't get those dry patches and those dry spots. And then I also use the Radiant C and E pods because, like I said, hyperpigmentation, I thought it was so bad. I could only do microneedling, lasering, all of the things to make it go away. This has absolutely changed the game, not just for like the appearance, but I feel not guilty for what I'm slathering on my skin. And then I also use the night cream. If you love the glazed donut look, you love looking dewy, I would also add in the rose oil. That is one of my favorites. I use it sometimes in the morning, especially in the winter. If you guys are still in the thick of winter, I'm down south in Texas, so we're kind of exiting out a little bit. But if you're in the thick of winter, the rose oil helps so much with hydration and plumping. And as someone who struggles with acne, it doesn't clog your pores and make you break out even more. What Bailey was saying about the youth skincare line, yes, it is an investment. However, I will say I routinely use my skincare morning and night religiously, and I get mine on my loyalty order every 60 days. So I feel like it lasts forever, and I probably use way more than you should. But just like Bailey was talking about also, it's not just, I'm 30 years old, I want to look like my mom when I'm 65 and my grandma when she was 86. It's not just, okay, treatment. I already have these fine lines and wrinkles. I already have dark circles under my eyes. I already have this hyperpigmentation. It's all also about prevention. So you don't wait until you get diabetes to start caring about what you eat, or maybe some people do, but you don't have to wait until you have all of these wrinkles and then try to backtrack and fix it all. start with prevention. Okay. That's some of my skincare, some of my favorites. But yes, I have lost 75 pounds, and I know a lot of the times with weight loss, your skin just like kind of sinks in. And I did not want that. It's not vain. It's what I had to tell myself. It's not vain. It's not vanity. It's caring about how you look, caring about how you feel, and feeling confident. When I first started working out consistently, my skin started to freak out even worse. So I was kind of in this limbo of, okay, well, do I want to be consistent with my workouts and have terrible skin? Or do I want to have good skin and not be consistent in my workouts? And this was kind of just like that molding piece that put it all together of you can really have both. So let's see. So there are 2 ways to get started. You can get started as an ambassador, just reach out to the person who invited you here, or you can get started as a member. If you are on social media, if you're sharing your morning routine, your little get ready with me's, all of the things, talk to who invited you here about the ambassador mentorship. I'm going to pull Bailey up on the screen and have her chat more about that.
Sorry guys, I was getting my dinner. Okay, so let's talk ambassador side. So we have kind of a couple different paths that you can join us. And when you grab your skincare, there, I don't know, Leslie, you can tell me in the chat if there is a bundle of skincare with an ambassador bundle, but something super cool is we do a few different things kind of like on our team. We do an ambassador or an affiliate. What did we call it? Affiliate ambassador or something. Like we called it some type of name. Leslie can type it in the chat. Where, you know, when you join us as a customer, like preferred member is what they call it. No monthly fees, no monthly quotas, nothing. Like you don't have to have a monthly order as a customer here, which is super cool. You get 50 or 15% off with a $50 order. And then the next step up would be basically like trying out your skincare, sharing on social media, sharing with your family and friends. Maybe you own a hair salon or a spa, or I know Jenna's friends own like their masseuse. So they do her massages and they use some of the, you know, body products that we have, which is super cool. And I love that. I wish I could find somebody here that would do that. But we kind of have like call it a partnership, like call it an affiliate type of, you know, job where you're sharing with people and you get to gift them $10 off and you get a $10 kickback. So that is our customer side. You're still a customer, but you're kind of like, you're sharing on socials. We're giving you tasks, right? So if you're like, okay, I really want to like get results with the skincare. I want to use it. I want to share it. We can help you do that. But if you're not ready for the ambassador side where you're actually working the business, then you can just come in as a customer, but you also have that referral link. So it's basically like being an affiliate for any sort of like Amazon or Walmart or, you know, Target. Like you're sharing a link, you get paid, and that's that, right? And then we have ambassador. So this is where you're like, okay, I actually want to like work the business. I want to bring in side hustle money. I want to make this a thing. And I want to leverage like my time to pour into people and help them make wellness swaps. And so I kind of call it like a wellness dealer, like a swap dealer. Think about, you know, you come into this and you are literally helping other women and men or not, make swaps for their life. Like you're helping them swap things in their home to feel better and start knowing ingredients in their products around them. Like you're helping educate and pour value into people while also making money, which is super cool. So, the benefits is like you're owning an asset and diversifying your portfolio. So it's another thing that you can kind of add. Maybe you work a full-time job. Leslie's a nurse, which I think she said, but I, for some reason, can't hear anybody on the call. So I'm pretty sure she told you she's an ER nurse. Me and Jenna, we both stay home. Like we, you know, we are moms and it's just completely different, but we're like, okay, we're at our wits end. Like we want to keep our minds occupied. We want to do something. And like, why not share it if we're already using the products? So when I jumped into the ambassador side, it was about, you know, a month after, not even a month, couple weeks after I grabbed stuff as a customer, but I was like, I can make money with this. Like, I know it's real and I want to share and I'm already using the stuff. So why not? So you get to leverage your income and time. It's a natural extension of what you already do and what you already use, which is really cool. I am all about, you know, transparency and consistency. And so when you're using something and actually loving it, like we don't want you to share Shackley if you don't love it, right? So that's why it's nice to like get your stuff and see what you love and see what you hate and see what you don't ever want to order again, because you want to share with your friends and family and be real and honest. And you don't have to keep inventory like at your house. You don't have to fulfill orders. Like we have a warehouse that already does that, and you get your own websites and links and things like that, which is super cool. So the compensation for you guys, if you're brand new watching this, you have a really cool benefit, especially like that's something I would maximize, is coming into this brand new, you make 30% commission on every single order. Like right now, I've been in it for over a year. I don't always make 30% commission because it just depends on like where you are, right? But for every new person you bring into Shackley, you make 30% commission for their first 30 days. So you're getting weekly pay on that, you're getting residual income, and you're getting bonus pay. And we can help you leverage a bigger discount, 25% off. You get 15% off, but once you hit the next level after being an ambassador, we can help you get 25% off your products, and you get a product rebate. So any products you buy, you're getting a POP rebate, which is literally money back on your own purchases, which is so crazy. I love that because I'm like, girl math, I'm spending $0, like zero. I'm getting my products free because I'm earning it back. So it's really cool. And then you can earn up to 40% commission here in Shackley on recurring orders. You don't have to hit $50,000 in sales. Like there's literally, that's crazy talk here. That is not our comp plan. And like I said, free products monthly. You get $75 bonuses. Sometimes they bump it up, which is super cool. And you can, refer other people. You can host events. You can take your stuff to a spa and host a table. You can get Shackley into the gym. You can share things with other people and have them sell it for you. There are so many things you can do with Shackley that, in the previous companies I've been with, you could not do that. It was so totally against, like you could not take your stuff into somewhere and sell it. And it's so cool that here they're like, go maximize it, girl. Like go share your skincare at a spa. You never know, like if a spa's having a pop-up, or there's lots of like cool pop-ups here. I don't know if you guys have them like around the city, because I live in Oklahoma. They have like Christmas pop-ups and spring pop-up shops, and like you can literally just sign up $30, have a table, and take a QR code and share Shackley. Like you could keep your empty boxes and bottles, and like maybe pump out some samples of your night cream. Like there's so many opportunities, and I talk about that and I've never even done it. So I'm like, reality check, I need to do the same thing. So we have a few different paths. The ambassador side, if it's not for you, that's totally fine. Like I said, you can do your $10 off link as a customer, or you can just be a customer and not ever share your $10 off link either. So we've got tons of options.
All right. And Bailey kind of touched on this, but being a member, it's awesome. Like when I came into this and I was like, wait, I get 15% off and there's no member fee, like ever. Like that's pretty amazing. So in my previous company, you had to pay to be a member to get a discount. So you, like she talked about, you get your give 10, get 10. And this is awesome because I know I have customers who are like, oh, my mom is interested in something, or my dad wants some vitamins. So it gives them an opportunity to bring their family in, help their family and friends get healthy, and they become my customer and I can serve them as well. But I feel like some people, like they might not ever join me because they don't know me, but my customers can reach more people. So that's pretty awesome. So, and then they get their $10 off that they can use towards their next order. So you spend $50, you become a member, you get that 15% off, and you always get 15% off. You get free shipping on orders $150 or more, and flat rate shipping. So thank God, because shipping can get absolutely crazy. And then one thing we love is the loyalty reward. So this is something my customers love. When you spend $100 every month on loyalty, so you could be getting shakes and skincare this month, and next month you want something totally different, you can still put it on loyalty, and you can get up to, I think it's $500 you can spend and get loyalty points for up to that $500. So with those loyalty points, on your next month order, you can use those points on any order $100 or more. So if you have $25, you can get $25 worth of free product with your $100 loyalty order. Some of my customers let it rack up. So they have $100. I have one girl that has like $100 and some $20 maybe sitting in her loyalty bank. So when she places her next $100 loyalty order, she's going to get $120 worth of free product if she wants to add it to her cart. So it is pretty freaking cool, the loyalty program. You also get like a free birthday gift. And it's fun. It's like fun to go in there. And we have so many products here at Shackley. So you have your skincare. We have all of our wellness products, our vitamins. I love going in and editing my loyalty order. My one girl, Janine's on here. Like she has 2 loyalty orders a month. I have some customers that have multiple loyalty orders every paycheck because they're swapping their skincare. They're swapping their protein and their wellness supplements and their vitamins. They're getting their kids vitamins. So it definitely pays off because you're getting all your wellness products in one spot instead of having to go and buy it in other places. So being a member is totally worth it, guys.
Oh, am I doing this one? Okay. Okay. So our favorite bundles. So these are some of our favorites. Like I said earlier, the Pomifera line. That's going to be the bottom one. So any of you on here with teenagers or dry to sensitive skin, like not acne or fine lines, wrinkles, bags under your eyes, hooded eyes, any spot prevention, like think preventing, that's going to be the youth line. Think basic and just kind of starting off. You can try Pomifera. So that's going to be a little bit of a cheaper option. I think it honestly is like almost the same price as the youth starter bundle with like the 5 steps. So it just really depends on what you need for your skin. But the Pomifera comes with that exfoliant, which me and Jenna use once a week. I don't know if Leslie uses it or not. But that lasts me forever. The Restore is awesome. You should be exfoliating once a week just to get all the dead skin off. So that's a great one. And then you get the Balance, which is a wash, like a face wash. And it's just almost like a light, I wouldn't say laundry scent, but like it's a light linen like scent. It's nothing crazy. Like it's not lavender. There's no really any scent to our skincare, which I don't want mine to smell like flowers because like I don't want to go to bed smelling like roses on my face. So I like that it's not super smelly, and it means that we don't have any natural thing or any additives to our things. We just have all natural ingredients. And I feel like that's kind of a drawn out thing to say natural, but when you actually, which I was just looking at this earlier, when you see ingredients like peptides, hyaluronic acid, antioxidants, calming ingredients, barrier supporting ingredients, and especially us being EWG verified, those are ingredients you want to stick by versus, oh my God, like this smells insanely good. It probably has awful things in it. And so they are very, very just light. I would say light. You get the Nourish moisturizer and then the Pomifera rose oil, which I forgot to add to my night routine. I buy the youth line, but I still buy Pomifera rose oil. And I'm pretty sure that's what Jenna's masseuse uses, is the Pomifera rose oil or something on her skin. I love this stuff. Okay. I will not ever stray away. You can also add it to your bath. You can use it on your hands, cuticles. Like it's so, so good. And so I love that. And you can buy it separate too, which is super cool. So that's the Pomifera. So you can just remember that in your head. And then I'm sure Leslie could talk about the other two. Because
I was like, let me just jump on. I'll put us all on here.
Yeah, because I don't I've used everything in those except that activating serum. And so you guys probably have more notes on that.
So the one on the top left is going to get you absolutely everything. We have a promo going on where if you spend $175, you can get the youth activating serum for probably like 10 more hours because they are going to take that one off. That's the encapsulated retinol and it has vitamin A in it. It retails at $104 by itself and it's on promo for $20. They don't want to run out of stock because everyone's grabbing it up. So they're only going to have that on the $20 promo for, I think, till the end of tonight, Bailey, maybe. but the one on the top left is going to get you the cleanser, the toner. You'll get the face wand and the free under eye wand. So you're going to get both of the Botox wands. You're going to get the activating serum, which is 104 on its own. The Botox wands are 124 together. You'll get the hydrating serum, the vitamin C, the superoxidant for the morning. You're also going to get your SPF and your day cream and night cream. There's 2 types of night creams. You can adjust it, customize it. The night cream I use is the rich version, and it just has more jojoba oil in it. Once again, I'm a glazed donut kind of girl when I go to bed, but I also don't want acne. So this is like perfect. This is the all-in-one bundle. You'll get both of the Botox wands, everything we use in the morning and at night. The only thing that's not in this one is the vitamin C and E pods. And then the top right is just the hydration. I would say this is your basic starter set for the youth line, but with that bundle, you'll also get the $20 promo for the face one with that order. So let's see what's next, because I'll have Bailey chat about our giveaway raffle.
Yeah, so we kind of put these together in a sense where, you know, when you spend XYZ, you're being put into a raffle. So these products, like say you go and buy the starter kit, say you go and buy that hydration one, whatever total your cart comes to, if you spend 100 to like 199, right? I mean, I would bump it up $1 just to be a little extra. But when you spend 100 to 199, you're getting in a giveaway for the skin towels and the lymphatic brush. So let me show you this brush. Hold on. Let me grab. I told Leslie the other day, I'm not joking. I'm kind of getting into the lymphatic brushing stuff because I used to dry brush my legs, and like that can help, you know, blood flow. And so I got this brush, and I'm not even joking. I've seen it all over, and I was like, there's no way. So it's like this little brush, and it's so nice. My toddler loves it. She hid it from me today. And then after school, I was like, where's my face brush? And she's like, come with me. I'll show you. So hide it from your kids. But what you do, and you can Google it, is you follow the lymphatic drainage paths on your face. It's not a joke. Yesterday I did it. I did it to Pete last night, my husband. And he was like, why is my ear wet? Like I'm not joking. The fluid from your face flows out of your face. So in the morning you can like use it for puffiness. And so tomorrow I'm going to like cover one side and see if it looks different. But I could like hear it. I was like, wait, what? Like, what's pouring out of my ear? I don't know where that's going. So the lymphatic stuff's super cool. The skin towels I have, there's tons of brands out there. So we'll just send you some skin towels. And those, like I said, instead of using washcloths, I was using reusable makeup pads, and I would throw them into the laundry from like Dollar Tree. Don't use those. Like they look awful. I'm like, girl, why am I using those nasty things? So you can just use a skin towel. There's a ton in the box. So if your name is drawn, which pretty high, you have good chances, especially with whoever's on here, or, you know, we're going to leave the giveaways open for a couple days. But I mean, if you place an order and just start with something, you're entered into those 2 gifts. And then if you spend 200 or more, so 200 to like 299, you're getting both of those in the raffle, and a spa headband, which I'm sure you guys have seen them. It's going to look cuter than that one. I just put that one on there. It's kind of ugly, but we'll give you a cute one. Maybe with like cherries on it. I don't know. I love that. And there's some wrist things. I actually deleted that. I like cut the picture off, but there's wrist things you can put on too, so you don't get water all over you. I look like I just jumped in a freaking, in a canal. Like after I do my skincare, I'm like, why is my shirt soaked? I'm so confused. So we'll give you some goodies. And then the bigger item, if you grab, you know, the bigger skincare bundle, like the one Leslie mentioned, is a little on the more expensive side. There are a few that are 300 and up, which if you're going all in and you're really serious about your skincare and finding your glow, I told Leslie today, like one thing we can control is our skincare, our routines, our wellness, pouring into ourselves, even on the days where we're like, oh, I hate my face, you know, like sometimes my makeup doesn't go on very well. And I feel like, do you ever feel like ugly? Like I have days where I feel just ugly. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know why I feel that way.
It's
but
hormones.
As a woman,
yeah,
I'm like, girl, I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I need to hide. Like I need to hide behind my curtains. So, you know, one thing you can control in your life is waking up in the morning, doing your morning routine. If you watch this call and skincare is not for you yet, or you're fitting it into the budget, start with our morning duo, start with something else. That way you can start a routine with wellness and feeling better. And as you make more swaps, it makes you want to dive into skincare. It makes you want to dive into home. And so we have a lot of different things, but when you spend $300, you'll be into a raffle for a red light mask, and you're going to get a great brand of a red light mask, not just something like that doesn't work from a website, but those are our giveaways. So we'll leave them open. I think, what do you guys think? From tonight, it's Thursday, to, let's say, we'll draw winners Sunday morning. And then whoever wins these giveaways will be emailed. And so once you order your skincare, it could be your youth bundle and a bunch of supplements. It doesn't have to just be skincare, but the goal with this call is to help you guys find your skincare set. And everybody's going to be different. So after this call's over, which is going to be like right now, contact whoever invited you, whether it's one of us or, somebody else. Then you can just message them skin and grab the skin quiz from them, because the skin quiz will tell you exactly what bundle you need to start with. And then it also gives you some good supplement recommendations if you're struggling with, sleep or energy or other things like breakouts. I mean, what we're using supplement wise can also lead to that. So yeah, let us know if you're interested, and we'll draw the giveaways Sunday morning. So once you purchase your stuff, you're automatically entered. You don't have to do anything else. But yeah, that was awesome. Thanks for
tuning in, guys.
Thanks. So much fun. I hope you guys grab your skincare. Have a good night.
We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.